This is Stars and Scopes with your friend Uma, updated every new and full moon with guidance based on planetary transits in the current sky and extra support from tarot. For accuracy, take a look at your rising sign first if you know it, and do feel free to listen to your sun, moon and rising if you'd like the full picture. If you're interested in your birth chart, check out the readings page at umaruby.com. And if you'd like to support the work, head over to buymeacoffee.com/umaruby and you can buy me a coffee. Finally, if you're a visual learner, look up Uma Ruby Tarot on YouTube and you can watch and learn. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, hello Aquarius and Aquarius rising. Welcome to your horoscope for the new moon in Leo happening on the 29th of July at 3:54 p.m. at 3:54 a.m. if you're in the southern hemisphere with me. I can't believe this. This has been such an incredible day of frustration and of miscommunication and of turbulence in my trying to get these messages across to everybody. This is the second or third time that I've tried to film for you, Aquarius, and at every step of the way, I'm being met with interference. But I'm committed to this, and I know that when I think about what I'm doing this for, which is pleasure, I want this to be an absorbing, safe space to enjoy. And I've set myself up with all these different roadblocks and lights and cameras and audio and everything. And when one fails, I can't complete the picture, but it's important to me that I do complete the picture because there's no point in going through this exercise unless it is pleasurable. So here we are. Welcome to your reading. The new moon in Leo is happening in your 7th house, Aquarius, which is your house of soul contracts and love and relationships and that juicy area of coming together with a lover or coming together with someone that you really care about and expressing and experiencing the simple joy of that exercise. So Leo is pride. Leo is golden light. Okay, so when you're thinking about if you're wanting to manifest a new lover into your life, this is the perfect time to do so. And this is the perfect time to think about what qualities in a bond with someone else that you admire and what you can learn from that. Aquarians can be very here. You're an air sign and you've got everybody else's best interests at heart all times. There's a lot of zooming out for an Aquarius. They can get stuck in that rafter, and that's where the shadow comes in. That's where the separation from the rest of the group starts to be felt. That's where you can feel kind of dissociated from everything else that's going on, the revelry around you. What Leo is here to do, the pride and joy and sunshine of Leo, is here to show you that you're included, that you're invited, and there's a difference between a communal space and a private space. So at this new moon, I really want you to ask for what you need in a private relationship. And this doesn't have to be something that you brew up and concoct and call in straight away. You might not be ready. You might need a moment to yourself right now. If you're going to use this energy and this magic as a source of healing and a source of something to look forward to, then maybe in fantasy world we can meet and we can talk in a perfect imagining of what you might think coming together with someone feels like. That's what you're asking for at this new moon. Now, the tarot card that lines up with this lunation, the sun and the moon come together in a conjunction, which forces that blackness. The tarot card that lines up with 5 degrees of Leo is the 5 of Wands, which talks to us of that experience of a kind of test of will, really. There's a lot of different wands here. There's a lot of different magic being shot to and fro, and there's a lot of passion here. But there's almost like it's like a sparring match. It's something around this is maybe dissatisfying in a relationship if it's too much. If there's too much that you're feeling tested by, that's not constructive for a relationship. So how can we use this energy, and how can we relate it to, not life isn't always a test. It's not always a test of will, but this moon is bringing up something around your worth in the space. And Aquarius is consistently concerned for everybody else in their periphery. I think almost in a lot of ways, this Leo new moon is really asking you to ask for what you wish for in privacy, and what kind of energies can you meld with, and what brightness can you see in others, and pride and love. Remember, Leo always works from the heart. So how can that be encouraged in your own experience, and how can you receive some of that care and some of that vibrancy? This is what I want you to manifest at this moon, Aquarius. It's been a tricky road and Saturn is still in your sign. There is the restriction, even though that you're used to it and you like it. It's becoming gently more and more difficult, and we've got to start preparing you for when Pluto enters your sign in 2024. That's going to be another baptism by fire. So surround yourself with energy and brightness and light that you can absorb and bounce back. That's what I think in terms of spending time with lovers is really all about. Especially for you, you need someone that has all of your needs sniffed out. They know what bits and where to go and what places to pay attention to that set you on fire. Less to do with the combat, the Five of Wands, that sort of test of will. I don't think that might not be so constructive here. We've got another really pertinent, bright, bizarre aspect happening in Taurus a couple of days after the new moon. So if the new moon's on the 29th, then on the 31st of July into the 1st of August, there is a very strange trifecta, a very strange coming together, a triplet of energies that we haven't had to deal with for about 2,000 years. And amongst everything, amongst all that we're kind of dealing with and coping with, comes the triple conjunction of the North Node, which is the point that brings about eclipses. So the North Node and the South Node are still in Taurus and Scorpio, where all of this change and shedding is happening. To join up with that focus, the North Node is there to bring light to a space. For you, Taurus rules your fourth house, which is the home, which is your roots and privacy and stability, that sacred space. So that's being put through the washing machine. Uranus, who's been in Taurus for a while, meets up with the North Node. Uranus is the rebel, is the planet of absolute revolution in a lot of ways. That's coming into direct alignment with this point of focus, as is Mars, the fire starter, the warrior, the one with the box of matches, the one who's setting a light to all of this stuff, urging you to begin again in a lot of ways, to start something, to move it. So this trifecta of energy, collectively, it potentially could be felt in different ways. There's definitely something about the old structures falling away in order to make way for the new. That's something that we're looking forward to in terms of banks, in terms of government. All of these things are sort of slowly starting to show their chinks in the armor, or their ineptitude to control us. So what in that is happening at home? What fire or combustion or explosion has happened for you in your fourth house? This could be to do with your ancestry and your blood family. This could be to do with the way that you create home and structure and safety for yourself. Is there something that is emerging in your experience, in your waking existence, that is about to become explosive. How is this related to the seventh house? How is this related to your capacity to love and your love affairs and your intimates? What do you tell of yourself to others, and how many people? I suspect not many. And I suspect that's why we've got this Five of Wands energy here, this sort of test of will, this sort of sparring match of ideas and passions. This is possibly something to step away from, because we need to stabilize the home and the roots. We need to allow a space for you to be able to grow, Aquarius. If you think of a tree, it's as big below as it is above, and it can only be that vibrant and that expansive and extensive if the root system is really in place. And so in this time of arson, in a lot of ways, if we think of Mars as the arsonist that's coming in with Uranus, the rebel, and they're about to rub our nose in what needs to change and what needs to give and what passionate motivation we can muster to reshape our home environment. And how is your intimate circumstance? Who are you sharing your heart with? And who do you want to share your heart with? And what do they look like? And how can you call them in? Because this is your moment, Aquarius. A new moon in the 7th is the perfect time to ask for the soul energy to come in and to guide you through to the next step, and to also look forward to sharing something fresh after all that has been changing and moving. That's the astrology. I got it out. Audio still good. Monitoring great. Still everything's working. Okay, good. Let's get some tarot for you as well, Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit wants to add to this. So, Aquarius round, whatever. Spirit, I'm out here. Lucky I didn't take my makeup off. Imagine if that happened. I would have just started from the ground up. It's important. It's important to execute the way that you wish to. It's important that every step is honoured, and I am a sensualist. I like things to look and sound good, and so that's very important for me to come back here and do this. And maybe I don't listen to these messages after, so hopefully this one is hitting home in a valuable way. I think I've got some Mars energy running through me right now. This turbulence is happening in my 3rd house of communication, so in that way we can laugh and say that everything's lining up. But I need 3 cards, please, Spirit. 3 cards for Aquarius. The 6 of Pentacles, perfect. This is the point in the zodiac where this triple conjunction is happening in Taurus. This is a space of flow, of giving and receiving. This is what, hopefully, the rebel is here to remaster. The King of Pentacles, that's an energy in your space, in your periphery. This is someone who has a mastery of their physical space, of their material world. They're very grounded in here, earth sign. One more, please, Spirit. The Page of Wands. Beautiful. This is lovely. I think what you're being urged to do, Aquarius, is to call in this energy. This is someone separate from you that is waiting to come in. This is someone who has both feet in the dirt, who has a real sense of earthiness about them. There's like a mossiness. There's roots here. There's really healthy roots that are aiding an expansion elsewhere, which is where this comes in, where the Page of Wands come in, the fire child. This is the energy I want you to hang on to and embody as you start making these wishes. You must remember that the power of this magic is in you already. you have such access to asking for what you pray for and what you wish for. By saying it, it becomes magic, it becomes a spell. And then if you open that portal, then it will come in. So this seems like a lot, and also I don't wish to feel that there's a romantic rerouting that needs to happen or anything like that. That this could all be energies in an existing relationship that you have. This could be a rediscovery of this need for earth. There's so much air, Aquarius, in your heart and soul. There's so much thought and analysis. It's so important to feel it too. It's so important to feel it in passion, in sexuality, in desire, and also in groundedness and a cool, earthy safety. I see this as your fourth house. I see this as a way of re-establishing your fourth house, that safety and privacy, that opportunity to grow and to reignite the fire. It's coming. It's coming. It may have been gone for a little while, Aquarius, and that's okay, like everything in its perfect time and place. But if you want it, if you want the lion to come, and if you want to jump on the back, then this new moon's the perfect time to call it in. Oh, golly. Okay, the sand is out, Aquarius. I think that was a really nice, concise, gentle, supportive message. I hope that eggs you on into entering your space as a magic maker. That's probably the base note of this whole reading, is that I do what I do. I sit here and I read my cards and I look at the charts and all that kind of stuff. I'm developing my mastery. I'm developing my relationship with this. We all have this relationship. We all have access to one another here and here. And the elements are here to help us. So maybe visualize the calm after a windstorm or a cyclone, which is what's going on here at the moment for you. Let that subside and remember that tree, remember that sturdiness of what, and this doesn't have to be a place, this is a state of mind. This is a gravity and a grounding that's really sensual, and there's an earthiness that I want for you at home, Aquarius, because from there we can set it all on fire and we can go wild. Okay, that's your reading. Do head over to buymeacoffee.com/Uma Ruby if you'd like to throw some money in the tip jar. They're always very much appreciated. If you wanted your birth chart read, do head to umaruby.com. And there is a list of readings that I've tailored and I've been working with for some months now, and some beautiful things are arising with the people that I read for. There's some real understandings and links that are being made between the different elements, between the tarot, the planets, the self. So if there was a particular journey that you wanted to go down, if there was a particular element, your fire, your water, your air, your earth, that you wanted to re-center with, then I do suggest that you go over and have a read. You can always send me a message and we can talk about it further before you commit. Until I speak to you in 2 weeks at the full moon in Aquarius, which is all about your soul center, babe. There's a lot to be let go of in 2 weeks for you. Do take care. Do remember that you are the lion. Love you. Good night.